Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining. Can you hear me? Please confirm in the chat box. Let's disable the annotations. Oh, sorry. Look at the people who are trying to disturb us. Look at the people who are trying to disturb us. Okay. Let's proceed. Okay. So let's proceed. So this is our plan for our today's session. As we have seen some features in S3, isn't it? Let's open our agenda for today's session. We already have discussed about versioning. Very, very important. We already have discussed about versioning. Versioning is having two advantages. Number one, we can recover the deleted object, and we can maintain AWS S3 bucket will maintain different versions of the object. We have learned how to use the bucket for static website hosting. We have used different classes, so we know that we can store objects in different classes, and the performance differs from class to class. Okay. In today's session, we'll be discussing about the cross-region replication, transfer acceleration, encryption, tags, metadata, access control list, bucket policies, and lifecycle management. There are many things to be discussed in today's class. So let's start discussing with cross-region replication. Okay. Let's log into AWS. Services, we are dealing with S3. The default region is global. There's no concept of selecting the region. We already know that. Right now, you do not have any buckets in this region. Let's try to understand the next concept. We already have completed versioning. We already have completed static website hosting, isn't it? So we have to discuss about cross-region replication. Look at the term cross-region replication. What do you mean by replication? Yes, you are right. Replication means duplication. When you upload an object in one region, automatically that object should also be available in a different region. One more copy of that particular object should be available in different region. This is called as cross-region replication. When you upload, and let's say we have one bucket in the Mumbai region. Let's say you have one bucket in the Singapore region. When you upload the object in the Mumbai region, that same object should also be available in the Singapore region. As simple as that. Cross-region replication. Replication is nothing but duplication. Cross-region in a different region, and this should be done automatically. So when you upload a particular object in one region, automatically that should be replicated in a different region. This concept is called as cross-region replication. This concept is called as cross-region replication. Where exactly cross-region replication is used by the clients? Where exactly, which kind of clients will use cross-region replication? For example, Netflix. Netflix is having customers all over the world. To cater the customers all over the world, assuming that they are uploading that particular object or a movie, assuming Netflix is uploading a particular object in one particular location called US, all over the world, complete traffic will go to US region, isn't it? So there will be network delay because you are not distributing the traffic all over the world. If any customer wants to access that particular object, you're going to that particular only one data center. Instead, if you perform cross-region replication, a movie once uploaded in the US data center, that should be also available in Mumbai region, that should also be available in the Sydney region. When you're replicating that particular object, automatically the traffic will be directed to the nearest region. You're distributing the network traffic, you're balancing the network traffic to avoid the performance issues. So these kind of cases where your client wants to have their objects to be replicated in different data in different regions, in that case we use the feature called as cross region replication. We use a feature called as a cross region replication. We'll see practically how exactly cross region replication can be implemented. This is a plan for our example for cross region replication. You can see in the notes. As you can see in the notes, we'll be creating two buckets, one bucket in the Mumbai region, one bucket in the Sydney region. When we upload the object in Mumbai region, that object should also be available in Sydney region. Replication automatically. As we are replicating an object in another region, it is called as a cross region replication. As we are replicating in another region, this is called as cross region replication. So let's experience this. Let's experience the cross region replication. So let's create a bucket in Mumbai region first, and then let's create a bucket in the Sydney region. Okay, so cross region replication example we are experiencing now. For that, we need to have minimum two buckets. One bucket I'm creating in Mumbai region, one more bucket I'm creating in Sydney region. So let's do this first. Step 1, creating bucket in Mumbai region. Create bucket. Bucket name can be anything. I'm writing it as bucket hyphen Mumbai followed with some number. And I want to create the bucket in the Mumbai region. By default, the bucket will be blocked. Remove the block. Scroll down. I acknowledge the settings. Create bucket. Bucket is created in Mumbai region. Next step, I want to create bucket in the Sydney region also. I want to create a bucket in Sydney region also. Yes, create bucket. Bucket hyphen Sydney followed with some number. And I want to create the bucket in Sydney region. Scroll down. I want to block. I want to remove the block. I acknowledge the settings. So to experience the cross-region replication, we should have minimum two buckets. So I'm creating two buckets. It is obvious that one bucket is available in the Mumbai region and one bucket is available in the Sydney region. So as simple as that. So two buckets are ready. So in my example, source region is Mumbai. So I want to upload the object in the Mumbai region. So I want that cross-region replication feature to be enabled. We have to enable cross-region replication in which region? I am enabling the cross-region replication feature. CRR. I am enabling cross-region replication in the Mumbai region. Enable cross-region replication in the Mumbai bucket. Select the Mumbai bucket. We have an option called management. In the management, there's something called replication rule where we have to create a replication rule. Replication rule can be anything, and you have to select the destination bucket. First point. If you want to enable cross-region replication, if you want to use this cross-region replication, very important point, versioning should be enabled first in both the buckets. Very important. So in the Mumbai bucket, versioning should be available, should be enabled. And then in the Sydney bucket also, we should enable versioning. So first, let's do that. That's a prerequisite. If you want to use this cross-region replication feature, versioning should be enabled in both the regions, Mumbai region as well as Sydney region. So first step, what I'll do, I enable versioning. This is a Mumbai bucket. Properties. Bucket versioning by default is disabled. Edit. Enable. Successfully enabled it. In which region? Mumbai region. Similarly, I will enable versioning in the Sydney region also. This is a prerequisite. Properties, by default, the bucket versioning is disabled. Edit, enable. Save changes. Done. I have enabled versioning both in the Mumbai bucket as well as in the Sydney bucket. Okay. Next, I will enable cross-region replication in Mumbai bucket, that is in the source bucket. Be very clear. Go to Management tab. There's lifecycle rules. Can you see replication rules? Create a replication rule. Create a replication rule. Replication rule can be anything. For example, any name. Replication rule, for example, CRR1. This is the name of the replication rule. Okay. What your replication rule says that I want to apply this replication to all the objects. I want to apply this replication to all the objects in my bucket. Your destination bucket. Already source bucket, you already have selected Mumbai bucket. You need to choose the destination bucket. Browse. And I want to choose my destination bucket as Sydney region. Click on choose. Destination bucket has been selected. Choose an IAM role. Choose an IAM role. So do not worry about this. Create a new role. IAM role we'll be discussing soon in the next service. So there's a concept called IAM role. We'll be creating a new role. That's it. What is IAM role? IAM role we'll explain it soon in the identity and access management. That's it. See. I have enabled cross-region replication at my Mumbai region. Source is Mumbai region. So what is the effect of it? The effect of this means right now the Mumbai bucket is empty. You can see. Right now the Mumbai bucket is empty. You do not have any objects. Similarly, Sydney bucket is also empty. Both are newly created buckets, isn't it? Both are empty. Now what should happen? If I upload the object in the Mumbai bucket, the same object should also be visible in the Sydney bucket. Am I right? That's the concept of cross-region replication. Let's experience it. I'm selecting the Mumbai bucket. I'm uploading the object in my Mumbai bucket. Any object you want, you can upload it. In my desktop, let's say I'm uploading this particular image. Go to permissions. Grant public access. I understand the settings. And I upload the object. Close. Obviously, the object is uploaded in the Mumbai region. No doubt, the name of the object is AWS image.jpg. So what happens? The same object should also be visible in the Sydney region. Because we have enabled the cross-region replication and you have clearly mentioned that the destination bucket is the Sydney bucket, the same image should also be available in the Sydney region. Go back to your dashboard, select the Sydney bucket. Is your image available in the Sydney bucket? Let's wait. It is taking some time. Look at this. Is the image uploaded in the image available in the Sydney bucket? Did I manually uploaded the image? No. We have enabled cross-region replication. Automatically, whenever you upload an object in the Mumbai bucket, automatically that object will also be replicated, duplicated in the, both are considered as an individual bucket, no individual objects now. Every object will have a different URL. Both are considered as independent object. That's how cross-region replication. And I also showcased you in what cases. I also have explained in what cases the cross-region replication is used. Few points you need to keep in mind when you're dealing with cross-region replication. So let's upload the object in the Mumbai bucket, that also be available in the Sydney bucket. So few points you need to keep in mind when you're performing cross-region replication. Please observe. Vice versa will not happen. You have applied the rule from source to destination, from Mumbai to Sydney. Vice versa will not happen. So don't think that when you upload it in Sydney, that will be available in Mumbai. Vice versa will not happen. Next point. If you delete the object in the source region, it will not be deleted because both are considered as independent. There is no synchronization. There is no relation. Both are considered as independent objects now. Only replication happens. Rest of the things, they are independent completely. Don't think that when you delete it, It will be automatic. If you delete from Mumbai bucket, it also be deleted in the Sydney bucket. No, it will not happen. In the same way, when you edit an object, it will not be edited because they both are considered as independent objects. Replication is only about duplication. Once the duplication is done, both are considered as independent objects. I hope I have clearly explained in how we have clearly seen how exactly the replication is happening, and then what cases to reduce the network traffic. Okay, so to balance the network traffic, cross-region replication is used by the client. So this is about, as the name suggests, as simple cross-region replication. Okay. I want to empty the bucket. And I want to delete the bucket. Similarly, I want to empty the bucket. Most of your questions can be easily answered when you search in Google. Okay, standard questions are really easy to get the solutions. And I want to delete the bucket. So we have clearly understood about the concept of cross-region replication. Let's move on. Let's move on to next concept. Transfer acceleration. Transfer acceleration. Okay, before going theory, look at the PPT of the transfer acceleration. We have seen, okay, I have not shown you. I'll show you the PPT of transfer acceleration. Transfer acceleration enables fast, easy, secure transfer of files over long distances. When the end user and the bucket are over long distances, activities like uploading the object will take long time. Activities like uploading the object will take long time. How can you improve that kind of performance of such kind of events? That can be possible by using the concept of transfer acceleration. Next point. Transfer acceleration takes the advantage of distributed edge locations. You should know what is edge location. Transfer accelerations takes the advantage of CloudFront's edge locations. What is edge locations? You should have a understanding. Okay. The data arrives to an edge location. Data is routed. Then once the data is arrived to the edge location, from then it will be routed to the desired bucket by using the optimized network path. All these will be very, very clear. Okay. By looking at this next image. Look at this. Look at this image. Transfer acceleration feature. Where exactly transfer acceleration is used by the clients? Please look at this. A end user is somewhere in New Zealand. He wants to upload the object into the bucket, which is somewhere in UK, London region or whatever it is. When the bucket and the end user who is trying to upload the object are at very long distances, it's very, very thousands of miles away. Agree or not? The end user is somewhere in New Zealand and the bucket is in UK or London. When both are geographically at very long distances, especially uploading the objects will take a very, very long time. And because of network failure, if there are any disturbances in uploading, again, we need to start from the beginning, isn't it? So these kind of issues happens when the end user and the bucket are very, very long distances. How does AWS provides a solution for this kind of cases? Yes, AWS provides a solution for these kind of cases by using the concept of transfer acceleration feature. In this transfer acceleration feature, AWS uses edge locations. Edge locations. Edge locations are different. Regions are different. I said you need to understand the concept of edge locations. In this particular PPT, this is nothing but an edge location. Can you see this? These are nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all edge locations. AWS maintains many edge locations all over the world. Edge locations are nothing but small, tiny data centers, small data centers, which has limited capability. There are a lot of edge locations AWS maintains, and they're across world. There are different locations where there are edge locations. If you can see in the Google, I said regions are different, edge locations are different. Number of edge locations of AWS. $255 edge locations. 255 edge locations AWS is maintaining. Look at the global infrastructure map. How many regions? Many participants will have a wrong assumption. 25 regions. These are data centers. The actual data centers of AWS is only 25. But how many edge locations are there? 255 edge locations. Edge locations are different. We have one edge locations, one edge location already available in Hyderabad also. That added 6 new edge locations recently. Look at this. 6 new edge locations as part of their network. See, these are edge locations. We have an edge location in Hyderabad also. It's in Gachibowli. So edge locations are different. These many number of edge locations. Clear? In Bangalore, in India, we have 3 edge locations. One is in Bangalore, one is in Chennai, the other one is in Hyderabad. So in India, New Delhi also is available. These many number of edge locations. Edge locations are tiny data centers. Now the advantage of these kind of edge locations is, look at the image again. If the end user wants to upload the object into the bucket is in UK and the end user in New Zealand. So what happens? First the object will be uploaded into the nearest edge location. As there are 255 edge locations scattered across the world, they are definitely nearest edge location no matter anywhere in the world. First, the object will be uploaded into the nearest edge location. From the edge location, the data will be uploaded into the bucket. Hop, step, and jump. First, the object will be uploaded into the nearest edge location. From the edge location, it will be uploaded into the bucket. You may have it. You may think finally the distance is the same. Yes, the final distance is the same. But the point is, when an end user uploads the object, first the object gets uploaded into the nearest edge location. That will be happened using the end user's AWS speed, in the end user's internet speed. Okay, so that happens. The speed that happens. First, the object will be stored into the edge location, and that will be used by the end user's internet speed. And edge locations to the regions, they are tightly defined. It uses AWS internet speed. AWS edge locations are tightly configured, and they use AWS internet speed. AWS AWS edge locations are connected to regions with high speed internet speed, high speed cables, fiber optics. So using that, the transfer happens very, very fast. This is the concept of edge locations, which facilitates the end users to upload their objects very, very fast, even though they are very far geographically. This is called as edge locations. This is called as transfer acceleration feature. And especially when the objects are very, very heavy. If you try to upload an object of 1 GB, 1 GB is a very, very less of very, very low size. Even though you are in New Zealand and the bucket is in UK, even though it's 1 GB size, then it gets uploaded easily. When there are very heavy uploads of objects, in that case, these kind of edge locations are used. So you have to enable this transfer acceleration and use this concept of AWS data center edge locations to enable it. I'll show you how exactly transfer acceleration should be enabled at the bucket level. You have to enable it at bucket level. Automatically, when user tries to upload it, it automatically uploads to the nearest CloudFront location, edge location, and from the edge location, it will be uploaded into the bucket. So I'll show you where exactly this transfer acceleration properties is available under the properties. Okay, so let's create a bucket. I'm creating a bucket in Mumbai. Remove the block, acknowledge the settings, create the bucket. Bucket created successfully. Go to your bucket, properties. There's a property called transfer acceleration. By default, is disabled. When you enable transfer acceleration, it uses edge locations. Click on edit and we click on enable. Click on save changes. That's it. Okay, you have enabled it. If you want to learn more, how much percentage of what do you say? How much percentage it will be accelerated? How much performance will be improved with specific to that particular transfer acceleration feature? You can get more information with respect to data transfer speed, where they'll also show you the results. Sometimes when you enable transfer acceleration, it will be more, your upload objects will be here because of some network issues at my location. My office network systems are not allowing me to show you, but you can enable this transfer acceleration. So automatically it uses the edge. There's no concept of manually selecting the edge location. It automatically routes to the edge location. From the edge location, the object will be uploaded into the bucket. So this is called as transfer acceleration feature. Okay. And all these are not for free. Keep that in mind. Immediately I'm disabling it. Next. Encryption. When a client think that the object is very, very secure, very, very important, AWS provides one more layer of security. AWS provides highest level of security. Wherever possible, remember, the highest concerns the client have, remember this point. The highest concerns the client have when they want to move to cloud, whether it is AWS or Azure or GCP. When the client don't want to maintain their own data centers, instead they want to move to AWS, the highest concern is not the bill. The highest concern is security. Is my data secure? They're ready to pay the bill because of the features what the cloud providers are providing. That's happy. They're happy for it. But the most important point is security. The highest concern what the clients have when they want to migrate to cloud providers is the security. So that is the reason there's no concept of compromising the security wherever possible. Wherever possible, AWS provides the highest level of security. So here also with respect to bucket, when clients think that that particular object is very, very important, highly secure, you can encrypt it. When you enable encryption and when you enable the encryption at the bucket level, whichever the object you're getting uploaded, it will be encrypted and saved. So there's no concept of hacking or there is no concept of illegal reading or something like that. Your data is highly secured. So you can encrypt, you can enable encryption at the bucket level, and AWS provides two types of encryptions. AWS provides two types of encryptions. One is AES, stands for Advanced Encryption Standard. The other one is KMS, stands for Key Management Service. First one is single encryption. The other one is double encryption for more security. Okay, so how to enable encryption? As simple as that. There's a go to properties. There's a concept called encryption. We already have discussed about transfer acceleration. I'm talking about the encryption. By default, the encryption is disabled. But if you think that if a client wants to have this one more layer of security, yes, you can do that by clicking on edit. And then you can, when you click on enable, it will ask you there are two types of encryptions. So you can read more about the encryptions. The second one is a more high quality encryption. So the first one is a basic encryption. So that's how you can enable encryption as per the client requirements. And these are all paid features. And whenever the object gets uploaded, it will be encrypted and it will be stored in the disk. And whenever you're accessing that particular object, the object will be decrypted and showed to the users. Okay, so that's how the security is maintained. Encryption, decryption happens automatically. This is about encryption. Next. Let's have a quick questionnaire. How are you, Dheeraj? Good evening.
Good evening, Sunil. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Dheeraj.
Thanks a lot for the opportunity, Sunil.
Thank you, Dheeraj. Yes, your question, please.
Just a simple questionnaire regarding the cross-region replication
Okay.
that you have mentioned as a public, right? You have given the versioning as a prerequisite, and as well as you have granted the public access. So if you have given the private access, you can't enable access the object in Signa region. Is that the thing? Or
there is no related to that public access, even though you make it private, but still the object will be replicated in different region. Okay.
Okay.
There's no relation. Okay.
Yeah, I have one more doubt. Yeah, it's regarding the classes. Can we discuss now?
Yeah. Because it's related to S3, definitely you can.
Yeah.
Discuss. There are different classes, isn't it?
Correct.
When you're uploading the object, AWS provides you different classes. Yes, your question, please.
Yes, Sunil. So as the class, it will be a standard one, right?
The default class is a standard class, which is a high-speed class.
High-speed class. So can we? So is there any prerequisite, like do we need to? Define the class before creating an object, or can we do either before creating an object or after creating the object? Is there any prerequisite like that, or do we need to definitely?
Your question is selecting the class, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
When you're actually what we have seen yesterday is we have uploaded the object, and then you can see that the class is standard. Instead of standard, let's say we have moved to the low level class, isn't it?
Yes.
Instead of that, at the time of uploading itself, we have an option of selecting the class. Okay.
Correct.
Dheeraj?
Correct.
That's what your question is. Can we select the class at the time of uploading the object?
Exactly, Sunil. Yes.
So let's say right now the bucket is empty, Dheeraj.
Yeah.
I'm uploading a particular object. Okay. I'm uploading a particular object. You can see the object is when uploaded. Scroll down, go to properties. Here, can you see we have storage class? You can specify the storage class at the time of. Dheeraj, are you there?
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Sunil.
By default is what? Standard. Let's say you don't want it standard. You can go to cheaper storage class.
Okay.
Then you can upload. Got it?
Okay. Got it.
So at the time of uploading itself, we can select the class so that to avoid the bill.
Okay.
And the moment you select an object now, you can also see where in which storage class the object is using, isn't it?
Yes, Sunil. Correct.
See, storage class, it is one zone now because we have used a different storage
class.
True.
True.
Yes, at the time of object itself, there is an option of selecting the storage class.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Sunil.
Anything more, Dheeraj?
That's all from my side.
How is your learning going on?
It's very good, Sunil, and it's very easy. I mean, like you are making things easier.
Okay, thank you. May I know your experience?
Yeah, I have 6 years of experience. So I have done 2 years in service now. And before that, I was in application support.
Okay. Right now, currently in service now.
Exactly, Sunil.
It's the latest product, and most of the clients who are using service now, they are on cloud, I think so, to my knowledge, isn't it?
Exactly, Sunil. So they are planning to have it in cloud as well, few clients.
So do you know AWS, or is the first time you're learning?
No, the first time I've got this information from my friend who have already completed your training in
Okay.
the 71st batch.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
yes, it's really have a helpful. Thanks a lot for that.
You're happy for the training, right?
Yeah, very
Thank,
happy for the training.
thank you,
Thank you.
Dheeraj.
Thank you.
Vijaya Ratinam.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you?
Sir, I'm fine, sir.
You're from which location?
That you are taking in the way of places.
You're from which location?
I'm from Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu. Okay. Yes. Your question.
Sir, my question is actually, when we upload an object, is defaultly stored as standard.
Standard.
If you
Default
want
class
to-
is standard.
You want to change the objects into the classes which are available.
You want to change
My
the
question
class.
is- No. My question is actually, before, as you said yesterday, if you upload something like Netflix because of demand,
Okay.
after 30 days, I have gone through some articles in Google that after some days, it have automatically moved to other classes.
Okay. Okay.
You have
Okay.
manually.
Yeah. Your
what
question
is the
is,
use of
let's say
using
your question is,
intelligent tiering?
no, your question is, let's say Netflix is uploading a new movie. Okay.
Yeah.
As it is a much awaited movie, obviously they choose a high speed storage class. After 1 month, the demand for that particular object will reduce. Vijay, isn't it?
Yes.
So we don't want that object to be in a high speed storage class. We want to move to a little low speed storage class, reduce the bill. And that movement of high speed storage class to low speed storage class, you want to do it after 30 days automatically, isn't it? That's what you have read it in article.
Yeah,
Am I right?
yeah. Yes.
That is nothing but called as lifecycle management.
Okay.
Can you see here? You
Does
can
it,
define
does
rules
it
after
move
30 days. After 30 days, that particular object will be moved to one particular class, and after 60 days, object can be moved to other low speed storage class.
So
Okay.
does it happen automatically, or we are
Automatically,
manually?
according to the rule which you define it. Once you define the rule, the object will automatically move from one storage class to other storage class automatically after those many number of days.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the concept of using intelligent tiering?
It's not. It's a name of the class.
Okay.
Intelligent tiring is the name of the class. Okay. Every class is having its own pros and cons. You don't need to worry about it. The high speed one is standard. The more you go down, the lower performance you will have with respect to classes. Okay.
I have a wrong understood that we have intelligent. If we use intelligent tiering, it is intelligent tiering will work for us, which is the object is frequently used, or does it not used? It is automatically moved to somewhere.
The behavior of classes changes from the class to class. Okay. We don't need to worry about that in the associate level. Okay. Clear, Vijay?
Yes. One more question is the difference between S3 and S3 Glacier. Glacier is actually an archive bucket, right?
Okay. Yes, you are right. For archived data. Okay. For historical data, we go for Glacier buckets. Okay.
Okay.
Vijay? Okay.
Sir, one more question. It's actually, sorry for taking the time.
No problem.
You have said that you asked us to install EC2 machines and practice load balances and as well as auto scaling, and you finally asked us to delete to avoid the bill. And why you asked us to delete load balancer? Does load balancer to bill?
When the EC2 machines are, anyways, you are removing the EC2 machines, isn't it, Vijay?
No, I'm not removing EC2 machines. I'm asking about why you asked it to delete load balances.
That's what. After practicing, are you removing the EC2 machines or are you maintaining the EC2 machines?
I'm maintaining the machines.
Okay, why are you maintaining the machines?
I have tried it. The concepts are moving. I have tried in that EC2.
Okay, when you want to experiment, you can do that, but there's a limitation. You know, it isn't, Vijay. When you cross the limit of 300 hours, you get the bill, isn't it?
Yes,
Vijay?
I want to concept. Sorry,
Can you
I
hear?
didn't get you.
If you are not removing the EC2 machines, you can use it, no problem, but you get the bill at the end of the month, isn't it?
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, because the AWS account which we have created is a free tier account, isn't it,
Yes.
Vijay? The
Yes,
free
sir.
tier account is having some limitation. What is the limitation? You can use 300 hours of EC2 machines.
Okay, okay.
Let's say we are creating 3 EC2 machines. The 3 EC2 machines, you are creating 3 EC2 machines. 3 EC2 machines are running or
Oh,
full
I
day,
thought.
24 hours into 3, 48, how much? So those many number of
No,
hours are
sir.
consumed for one
I
day.
stopped the. I
Stopped
stopped the
machines are
status
also
those.
billable.
Oh, okay. It's also
Stopped
billable.
missions are also billable. Many participants will have a wrong assumption that when you stop the bill, still stop the mission, they will not get the bill. No, it is billable. Because no, whether you are using or not, AWS has allocated you some RAM, AWS has allocated processor, and AWS has allocated you hard disk. You are not using it, you are stopping it. So it's
Oh,
also billable. So if you want to avoid the bill, what you have to do, you have to permanently remove the EC2 missions. How do you permanently remove the EC2 missions? By concept of terminating.
okay, okay, okay.
Now, why I have shown you removing the load balancer? Because when you terminate the EC2 machines, there's no meaning in maintaining load balancer, isn't it? Because EC2 machines are terminated. So
That's
I'm
why
removing the load balancer. If you
wrongly
don't want to
understood.
remove the EC2 machines, you want to maintain the EC2 machines, then definitely you have to use load balancer. You should not delete the load balancer. Okay.
Okay, so one more suggestion I want to tell you
Hmm.
that I have created a bucket and put some HTML files which I downloaded on the internet. I have
Static
moved it.
website hosting concept yesterday you're talking about.
Yeah, and I want to connect it to even also Route
Domain
53.
name.
Yeah, I want to move as a domain which the
So you
users
have
are
to buy the domain
using.
name, first point.
Yeah,
Hmm?
yes, yeah,
And then once the domain name is available, then in Route 53, there is something called hosted zones. Okay,
yes,
in that we need to create alias record and endpoint. You should mention this bucket endpoint. That's it. We'll see that when you're learning about Route 53.
yeah, yeah. Thank you. Sir, one another database oriented. You are most of the times saying that using RDS only. What about DynamoDB? The most of
That
the
is for NoSQL
requirements.
instances, I think so. There are NoSQL instances, right? Then some few are RDBMS instances. Nowadays, MongoDB is all NoSQL, document-based models. For that, we go for
Okay.
uh,
Most of the job sites I have seen the DynamoDB is required. That's why
yeah,
I asked
this
that.
there are different types of services for different types of instances. Okay, we'll discuss because when you're learning about RDS, we'll have a discussion about that.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
Thank you
Vijay.
so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next. So we have completed versioning, static website hosting, classes, cross-region replication, transfer encryption. Encryption also we have completed. We have to discuss about tags and metadata. Simple. I want to discuss about metadata and tags. Metadata, as the name suggests, metadata is nothing but more information, additional information about the data, isn't it? So metadata provides more information about the object. When you're uploading an object, you want to provide some more information about the object, saying that this object is related to which language, what is the type of the object, whether it's an image or a JPG or a video file. So you want to provide more information about the object. In that case, you have to provide it using metadata. For like, where can we provide the metadata? For example, we already have uploaded one object, I think so. This is the bucket which you already have created. Inside the bucket, we already have an object which got uploaded. You want to provide more information about this particular object. You can do that by using metadata. Select the object. I have selected the object right now. I am inside the object. There is an option called storage class metadata. It automatically AWS has identified that the object which you have uploaded is of type image. But if you want to provide more information about the object, you can edit the object and add metadata. And then you can go for system defined or user defined. You can mention it as system defined and you can select the content language. And I mentioned that particular image is related to English language. Successfully edited. So now the moment Now, if you see the object, it has two information. There are two metadata information about that particular object. It is very obvious by looking at the metadata. Whoever is end user who is accessing the object like AWS team can understand that this is related to English and this particular content is a particular image. So this is called a metadata. Okay, it's a key value pair. The metadata is more information. We need to provide it in key value pair. The only thing is that keys are predefined. Content language, content type are predefined. Keys are predefined. See, content language, content cache control, and all the different predefines. Okay, so it provides you more information about metadata. There's one more type of metadata called user defined, where you can provide any information. Okay, so but this particular image is used for a project, and the name of the project is, let's say, PayPal. Okay, so you can also provide this kind of user defined information. User defined, this metadata is uploaded by team. Which team? It is a UK team. This object is related to UK team. So, and edit metadata. Okay, so you need to provide its own format. It has a predefined format. Adding under information. This is also user defined information. This is, I'm writing it as team UK team. Edited successfully. So it is used, as the name suggests, metadata is additional information about the object, where you can see the additional information quickly. This is a metadata. Okay. Tags are also something like metadata. It also helps you to provide additional information about the object. But general tags, what you provided for a particular object is used, it can be referred in the billing. Okay. For example, I'll show you tags. Tags are purely user defined. In metadata, you have three values like type, keys, and value. But here we have key and value completely user defined. Here also you can provide additional information. I'm adding a tag. I'm mentioning it as project. Here also mentioned the project and value. I'm providing a value as PayPal. So both are similar. Metadata and tags are both are similar. The only change is that tags can be reflected in the invoice. Okay, so when you're in the bill, you can see the tag is reflected as we have linked the tag to the image. Because of that particular image, if you're getting more bill, the tag will be reflected in the invoice. So especially tags are used to track the billing part. Okay, and then metadata is used for providing more information about the object. So this is about metadata and tags. Both are used for providing additional information about the object which we have uploaded. Next. We have discussed about versioning, classes, transfer action, metadata tags, access control list, and bucket policies. Access control list and bucket policies. Okay, so by looking at the name access control list, you can control who should access my object, who should not access my object. You are able to control your access to your objects. How are you able to do that? By using access control list. Access control list, you're controlling the access to your object. How can it be possible? Let's learn. Okay, access control list. Before that, I just want to discuss about canonical ID. I want to discuss about canonical ID. What is canonical ID? Every AWS account will have a unique number that's called as canonical ID. This is my AWS account, right? Can you see a number here? This is called canonical ID. Canonical ID, some people call it as account ID, whatever it is. The root account ID, the main account ID is called as a canonical ID. You have an AWS account. When you go select this option, you'll have a canonical ID. This is called as canonical ID. Okay. Now, why I'm discussing about the canonical ID is that I have uploaded objects into my bucket. Have you observed generally I'm providing public access? That means anybody in the world can access my object. Okay. No, I don't want public access. Only I should access and my friend should access. That's it. I'm restricting my access. As an owner of the bucket, as an owner of the object, I should have definitely I will access, no doubt. But I want to give access only to my friend. Okay, so my friend is also in the AWS account. He's having an AWS account. I'll take his canonical ID, and I provide the permissions to this particular canonical ID. So only I can access as an owner of the object, as well as I have provided the permissions to that particular canonical ID. I can also provide that particular access. Okay, so that is possible by using access control list. Select the bucket. There's a concept called permissions tab. This is the bucket. I'm selecting the bucket. Go to permissions tab. In the permissions tab, access control list. Access control list. By default, I am the owner of the bucket, so I can do everything. I can list, I can read, I can write the bucket, I can upload, I can delete everything, I can do it. Similarly, you can control your access by providing the access using the access control list. Go to edit access control list. Scroll down, add a grantee. And then I add a canonical ID. Let's say I want to provide access to a specific user. Let's say you are an AWS account, so I want to provide access to this particular bucket to you. So I'll provide you get AWS account, and I restrict the permissions. He should able to list the objects. He should able to write. That means edit the objects. He should able to read at the object level, at the bucket level. Clear? Clear about this, and I can add it and I can save it. That means as an AWS owner of the bucket, I can have full access, as well as you can also upload the objects into the bucket. So that's how you can provide access to your bucket, that is using access control list. Okay, I have clearly shown about access control list. This is at bucket level. Access control list at bucket level. Access control list option is also there in the object level. Two levels in access control list available in two levels. First, I have shown you selecting the bucket and going to permissions. This is at the bucket level. Access control list is also there at the object level. When I provide it at the bucket level, the other account can have all access to, let's say there are 100 objects in my bucket. Other account will have all the 100 object access. Let's say I don't want to provide the access at the bucket level. You can provide the access at the individual object level. So go to the object level. In the object level also you have permissions tab specific to this particular object, AWS image.jpg, and then here also you can go to edit. Same like a bucket level, you can also add your canonical ID. Add a grantee, provide canonical ID, and you can provide the options. So using access control list, you can control your access to that particular bucket, and it is available at the bucket level. It is also available at individual object level. So that is about access control list. That is about access control list. Next, bucket policy. Using bucket policy also you can provide the access. In two ways you can provide the access to your buckets. By using access control list, by using bucket policy. This is the bucket which I have selected. Go to permissions. Here I can write a policy. That policy we should write it using the JSON code. There's something called bucket policy where I can write the bucket policy using the JSON code. According to the policy I write, other users will have access to that particular bucket. So in two ways we can provide the access, by using access control list, by using the bucket policy. So generally as an AWS associate level, you don't need to worry about the bucket policy. It's AWS administrators who will be writing the bucket policies. Associate level, professional level users will not use bucket policies. Administrators will use the bucket policies. You don't need to worry, just providing the information. In two ways we can provide access to your buckets. In the interview they may ask you, let's say you have a bucket and you want to give the access of your bucket to other users. By using the canonical ID, we can do that. In two ways you can do that, by using access control list, where we can add that particular grantee and then we provide the permissions. The other way is by using the bucket policy, by using the JSON script. Clear? That's how you should be able to answer it in the interview. Next point. Bucket policy is only at the bucket level. Look at the name of the policy. Bucket policy. Obviously, it is available in the bucket level. It is not there at the object level. I hope you are understanding what I'm trying to say. In two ways, we can provide the access. In two ways, we can provide the access by using the access control list and by using the bucket policy. Access control list in two levels. We have it at the bucket level. Am I right? Access control list is also available in the object level, whereas bucket policy is only available at only one level. Which level it is? Obviously at the, as it is bucket policy, it is available in the bucket level itself. Okay, these are the ways we can provide access to your buckets to others using access control list and using bucket policies. Next, lifecycle management. As Vijay asked just now, let's say when you're uploading the object, I want to upload it to high-speed class. That's called a standard class. After 30 days, I want my object to be moved from high-speed class to low-speed class. After 30 days, you can define these kind of rules. This is called as a lifecycle management. We need to create a lifecycle rule. Okay, we need to create a lifecycle rule at the bucket level, and all the objects which are there in that particular will follow the rule. Clear? Clear about this? I'll show you how exactly we can define the lifecycle rule. Go to bucket. There's a management tab. Here we should create the lifecycle rule. Right now I'm in a bucket. Go to management tab. Can you see right now there are no lifecycle rules? I'm creating a lifecycle rule. Rule name can be anything. I'm rating it as rule 1. I want to apply the rule to all the objects which are there in the bucket. I acknowledge the settings. Transition. What do you mean transition? Transition is nothing but movement of the objects between the storage classes. Okay. Let's do one thing. I delete the object. I hope you understood. S3 is all about handling the files. Upload the object. I'm uploading a particular object. So in which class it has been uploaded by default, you know that. By default, the object will be available in which class, you know that, isn't it? The default class is storage. Now I want to define lifecycle management rules. Go to the bucket, management tab, create lifecycle rule. Rule name can be anything. I'm writing it as rule 1. I want to apply rule to all the objects which are present in the bucket, and I acknowledge the settings. The action what I want to do is I want to move the current versions of the object between the storage classes to, right now it is standard. I want to move to standard 1A, the next lowest class after 30 days. From the 30 days after the object creation. Let's say after I have created an object today, that means I have uploaded the object today. After 30 days, that particular object will be moved to this particular class. I can add one more transition. I want to move the object to Glacier after 90 days. After 30 days, it will go to this particular object. After 90 days, it will go to more cheaper class. Like this, you can define the rules, and I acknowledge the settings and I create the rule. This is called as lifecycle. Automatically, all the objects after 30 days will be moved. You can also see the rule. And whenever you want, you can edit the rule. You can see how exactly the timeline summary is. Day 0, the object will be uploaded. Day 30, that particular object will be moved to standard 1A. Day 90, it will be moved to Glacier. Like this, you can define the rules. According to the rules, the objects will be moved from high-speed storage class to cheaper storage classes, which helps the clients to avoid the bill. Which helps the clients to avoid the bill. Okay. When there are objects are having less demand, it's always better to go to low-speed storage class. From now, any object that is uploaded into the bucket will follow the transition rules. This is called as lifecycle management tab. Clear? Clear. This is called as lifecycle management feature. With this, we have discussed all the important features of S3. In the interview, you will not get more than this. This is all about S3. It's a storage management. It's file storage, and we have discussed all the features which are required for S3. If you, anyways, any service is very vast. You can explore from here, but these are the most important features which we have covered with respect to S3. With this, we have completed the concept of S3. With this session, we have completed the concept of S3. And tomorrow we are moving on to the next service called as IAM, stands for Identity and Access Management. What is Identity and Access Management? How exactly this identity and access management is used by the clients is very, very interesting. So please do not miss tomorrow's class. Okay. Thank you all. Please buy the recordings if you want and learn perfectly. Thank you very much. Bye, everybody.